What's up, everybody? 32 Icon here. I hope that you guys are doing well. I'm doing well myself. Please go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. In good faith that I will continue bringing you great content. Oh, and I'm just another YouTube personality, so take what I say with a grain of salt and do your own research, okay? All right, so let's get into this video. I used to hate SIGs. I used to hate SIG Sauer handguns, period. Absolutely despise them. And let me tell you why. So many of you guys see me come across your screen and I have this infectious personality. You know, I'm always vibrant, but I'm about to get very transparent with you. I'm about to be very real with you for a second. And before I go any further, I just want to let you know that I have several friends, not acquaintances, friends who are police officers. And we talk, well, two of them we talk almost daily. And the other 3 or 4, when we see one another, there's always love there. If they say something, that's what it is. Like, I believe them because they have great character. I've seen it throughout the years. So I appreciate what they do. Now, let me tell you why I hated SIG Sauer. When I was younger, I grew up in the hood, period. Straight up in the hood, crime, drugs, murder, fights, all that. And not everyone was bad. So those people who created those criminal acts were, you know, handled accordingly. But there were several police officers who, they did their job and they did it well. And then there were others that abused their power. And so this is really specifically for those who abuse their power. All of this was before body cameras. So we've seen a lot well before body cameras were ever even thought about. And I remember being young and seeing police officers with a gun on their hip. Now, at the time, I didn't know anything about firearms. I was just, a little girl, and I would just see a firearm on their hip. And I remember comparing the firearm to the police officer. It wasn't an distinctive comparison. It was more of a, oh, that's a police officer, that's his firearm. Oh, they go together. And when I got older and I started to see more firearms in the stores, I remember coming across SIG Sauer handguns. And I remember distinctively saying, oh my God, I don't like that handgun. Never held it, never fired one, never really checked it out. All I know is that I saw it in the case and I was completely turned off. And I was trying to figure out, where did that stem from? Why? Because everyone was saying SIG Sauer was amazing. And I just couldn't see what they were seeing. And it was because of my previous experiences watching certain police officers handle the firearms with people that we knew, people we didn't know. And it was just a negative correlation between the two. And specifically, I have the Legion here. This is the Legion P220. And forget that it's a Legion. Just look at the design. So when I was in the store, I remember all of the slide being so thick. And I remember it being bulky. And I just know that when I would look at it, I'm like, oh my God, I don't like that gun. But it had nothing to do with the gun. It was just the experience. So for a long time, I had to fight the feeling of not liking something, all because of a previous experience that happened in my past. So obviously, as I grew older and educated myself a little bit more, I've learned to separate the firearms from the police officers who abuse their powers. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, it's not the firearm, it's just the police officer. That has nothing to do with the firearm. So after I was able to get past that, then I realized how much I actually like SIG Sauer. And of course, I like the Legion, right? This is a nice firearm. I showed you guys this before. I did a review on this before, but I don't know when I was able to get past it. I just know that one day I picked it up and I was like, oh, okay, well, let me check this out. But it was this particular firearm. So now I don't know back then if they carry the P220 or if they carry the the P229, 226. I don't know, but what I do know is that it was definitely a SIG, and it was thick like this. So it could have been any one of those models. I just didn't know which one, but I did know it belonged to the SIG family, so I wanted nothing to do with it. But of course, I'm past that now. I can appreciate SIGs. I have several of them, but that's why I hated SIG. And I know that could be a little deep, and I don't even know why I felt the need to share that, but it was just on my heart, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, because I know I did a video on why I hate Glocks, and I was like, what other guns do I not like? And it immediately popped in my head like, okay, that is definitely a video that I can post, being transparent, being who I am, telling you my truth, sharing that with you, and just letting you know that, hey, I don't feel that way anymore, but it definitely was a part of me because it was the way I grew up. So listen, if you have any stories that you need to share, let me know. I appreciate SIGs for what they are now. I'm glad I was able to separate the two. I love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys are treating one another with kindness, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Peace.